With Moon Knight making his MCU debut, it's a good time to shed some light on who the character is, his origins, his villains, and his overall presentation. That is coming up in today's video. If you haven't watched Moon Knight episode 1, then be careful for light spoilers in this video, because I'm going to be using things that happen in that episode to explain the Moon Knight character from the comics. Very quickly before we begin, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this. For my subscribers, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single upload. Like this video, share this video with your friends to show your support to the channel and help it grow. And also you can follow me on social media. I will leave a link to my social media channels in the description down below. Moon Knight first appeared in Marvel Comics in a comic titled Werewolf by Night, issue 32 in 1975 as an antagonist. Whilst on a mission as a mercenary, Mark Spector rescued an archaeologist's daughter from a villain named Bushman who went on a killing spree on civilians. Mark stood up for the civilians and tried to take on Bushman in a losing effort. Bushman basically killed him. Moments after his death, the statue of Khonshu, god of the moon and vengeance, brought Mark back to life, and when he was essentially brought back to life, he inherited Khonshu's robe and became the Moon Knight that we know today. Moon Knight is a character with different personalities. The first personality is his main persona, which is of course Mark Spector, who is a trained mercenary and boxer. His other personas are Stephen Grant, who is a billionaire playboy, and Jake Lockley, who is a cab driver that has connections on the streets and can gather some intel. And that's why in the show you see the character of Stephen blacking out, only to wake up sometime after and see carnage laid out all around him. He's constantly switching between different personas and it drives him insane. In the show so far, we've only seen 2 of these personalities, and those are of course Mark Spector and Stephen Grant. Unlike in the comics, Stephen Grant in the show isn't a billionaire playboy, but instead a regular guy working in a museum. So it will be interesting to see if they change anything about Jake Lockley's persona when we finally see that side of the character in the show. With all these different personas inhabiting the same body, he's constantly struggling with his mental health and suffers from schizophrenia due to his multiple personality disorder. People describe Moon Knight as basically Marvel's Batman, and due to both of them being billionaire playboys, both of them fighting crime from the shadows, both of them using gadgets, and also like Batman, Moon Knight has something that's called the Mooncopter, which you can compare to, of course, the Batplane. Furthermore, Moon Knight even has what's called crescent darts, which is essentially his version of batarangs. He even has a truncheon, which is his version of a grappling gun. That's of course one of Batman's signature weapons. And another weapon Moon Knight uses is spiked brass knuckles, and he also has a bulletproof Kevlar body armor as well as other armored versions of his suit. And speaking of his suit, it's covered in white from top to bottom, and the reason for this is because, and I'm quoting the exact reason Moon Knight himself gave, "I wear white so that they see me coming," which is a contrast to Batman, who uses the dark colors of his suit to blend in with the shadows. So even though they're quite similar, that's a key difference between the two characters besides the obvious personality thing. He's faced off with villains such as Bushman, who is his main rival, Black Spectre, who is another one of his top nemesis, Morpheus, Randall Spectre, Killer Shrike, and Shadow Knight. So there you have it. That is a rundown of who Moon Knight is, his villains, his weapons, his origins, his multiple personalities. What do you think of this character? Is he interesting to you? What did you think of episode 1? Are you interested to see how the show plays out? Let me know down below in the comments. Let's continue the conversation over on my different social media channels. As I said, you can find them in the description in this video. Also, give a like to this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you guys later in the next video.